to. Yeah. So I went to Sally's to. I'm gonna fix all this, and I'm gonna replace it with Blue Steel. Blue Steel. I'm not going to leave it in very long. So, like it says 20 to 25 minutes. So, I'll leave it in about that long. And that will hopefully give it the light blue and not be too dark. I'm trying to keep my hair light right now. But that's kind of it. Like, I wanted to check in and just like show the new hair product that I'm going to be putting in tomorrow to get rid of that. Go from the kind of smoke blue, which right now looks white, and that I did a horrible job on. It's like yellow back here. Like, change that into this blue steel color. Blue steel. You know what I mean? Strawberry leopard. I've never heard of them. Usually I use Arctic Fox. Arctic Fox. I got a new sweatshirt. New sweatshirt. Yeah. Ugh. It's nice to have largers and stuff fitting in. Losing weight is a good idea if you're overweight. If you're not, then you don't need to. Burgers, water. No best. Yeah, no, my night's not probably going to be that exciting. I already played piano like a lot today in my earlier podcast. But now I'm trying to think of things to talk about. You know, don't tell me you don't have 3 more reps in you. Don't tell me that, Chris. I was there. And that was my Jesse Ventura. But yeah, as you can see, hello, soul. As you can see, I kind of like tried to like dye my hair like a light, like kind of smoke blue, but the dye was mad old, and I don't think I left it in long enough. So I'm doing well. So I went and got this blue steel color. Robert, I don't even have the ability to get money. Like, I don't have a Cash App or a Venmo or a Super Chat or none of that stuff. This is all for free. So, yeah. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the blue steel. You know. Blue steel. The fact that they named that after the Ben Stiller movie. The fact that they named that after that is fucking hilarious. But I'm trying to stick to like the lighter color because like my hair is getting a bit thin on top. I mean, it's always been thin on top, but like it's bugging me. So I'm gonna try that alpha infused shit for a couple of months, see if it works. And I'm going with like lighter colors right now because it doesn't show off thin hair as much. But check this shit out. Hi, girls. How's my girls? Alright, these things right here, clutch. Like, so clutch. It's just rubber. But, like, boom. Makes your hair all of a sudden have a much bigger thickness to it. This is a micro brush. It's similar to what Afro hair does when you dreadlock it. It kind of, and that makes it thicker. Or pure thicker. So I use that. I like it. It's nice. But yeah, I'm honestly thinking of getting like a hair transplant. I'm not gonna lie. I'm mad insecure about my weight, about my age, about my hair. Mad insecure. I wish the piano was in a separate room from the television. I'd play you guys some songs, but inconsistency. I'll give it a listen when I get a chance, man. Don't waste money on insecurities. I agree, to a point. Like the testosterone replacement therapy, that's not for like me getting big and bulky and shit. That's for me actually like trying to fix my depression and like anxiety and stuff like that. But my hairline's getting a little back there, It's getting a little back there. It's bugging me a bit. Like, so, considering the hair transplant surgeries are not as much as I thought they were, like, something to think about. But at the moment, I'm looking at Alpha Infuse, which is that thing that like you dab like with your head with micro needling, and that's supposed to like thicken your hair up in like a month. So I'll see how it goes. If it thickens my hair up, awesome. If it doesn't, I get my money back from them. So I'm not gonna argue. I mean, from what I've seen, it works. But thank you. That my hair looks normal. I think it does too. Like I really do think it does too. It's looked the way it has like pretty much my whole life. Like I've never had the thickest of hair. Like, but it is what it is. What I'm really looking forward to is this new color. I'm psyched. Like, excuse me. I was thinking of trying Hot Roots, or nowadays they're called Ghost Roots. But like, I don't trust myself not to fuck it up. I don't at all. Because like then you have to like do like the tops of your hair with the dye, but leave the under parts like untouched, or do the under parts but leave the upper parts untouched. And I'm like, no, that's a 2-person job, absolutely. And considering this is the first time I've like dyed my hair a light color, like bleached it and then like put it a light color, it's like I'm gonna just go with the kind of gunmetal blue and. I'll leave it in for, I don't know, a half hour. So it'll be like a little darker, but still blue and still light. I'm looking for a light hair color right now. Because my normal hair color is black. It looks like old Johnny Knoxville. But so far, it's felt good to drop like the 20 pounds that I like had. I was up at like 230, and now I'm down to like 210. So like, that's nice. Like legitimately, like the pain from my that is very true. What was I saying? Right. Yeah, that is true about the dark. When you first do it, it does get lighter. The big thing for me right now, I got to get through like one more month of being on the phentermine, and then they put me on a GLP-1. Once I get back down to a GLP-1, I'm going to the gym every other day anyway. So like, I'm not looking to lose muscle mass. Like a lot of these like Hollywood stars and whatnot, I don't know, Ozempic and shit. I'm like, no, I don't feel like looking like a Auschwitz survivor. I'm alright. Like, so yeah, I'm still working on my muscle mass at the same time as like trying to lose weight. What, you fucker? You like talk, you fucker? I don't sound like I'm that much from Boston, do I? I have a relatively North Shore accent, which is when you just don't have one. There's a lot of people in New England that have a non-regional diction, But then, like, you know, you head down to the South Shore and it's like, the fuck are you doing down here? You don't fucking belong down here. I'll throw you off a fucking bridge, kid. I will turn you into tea. I will throw you in the harbor and fucking send you to Walpole when my brother's doing some time for throwing a turkey off a bridge into a car. See, I can do it. I just, I don't, that's not my normal accent. South Shore is not my normal accent. But whenever anybody finds out you're from Massachusetts, in like the voice acting world or the acting world or anything like that, they're like, "Can you do the accent?" Well, yeah, and I'm like, it's just like, yes, but I don't want to just play the Boston guy, like, you know. That's not even my normal accent. Like you're listening to my normal accent right now. You're hearing it. Like Jesus fuck. It's like, you know, I do a Russian accent. You know, my name is Milos. You know, or Ukrainian accent. You know, my name is Milos. I come from the Ukraine. I have many things they have to work on. Not so much here, but other places. Don't want to sound like Mark Wahlberg? Nah. Not to mention, I'm sorry, like I'm gonna say it. Donnie Wahlberg is the better actor of the two Wahlbergs. Like, period. Like, he was in Dreamcatcher and The Sixth Sense, and you wouldn't even know it was him. Rundescouch. Hi. Hello. Howdy. Fear. I don't know that movie. That's a Marky Mark one, isn't it? I don't keep up with his movies, man. I don't. Except for the comedy ones. Because I'm like, the man's got a gift for comedy. He just doesn't go with it. I like Mark, too. Mark seems like a good guy. He grew up a lot. He Like, he and his brother were racist little shits when they were around here. But, like, they grew the fuck up. Thank God. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, oh man. Good vibration. I've got the power. It's Jock Jams. Jock Jams. It is similar to Jock Jams. It is Jock Jams. Yeah. Really, I just wanted to come on here to like show that I got new hair dye. Tomorrow I'll be playing piano and then putting said hair dye in and then moving on with that. Me playing piano is more fun than me just sitting here talking. Yeah, that's for sure. You like be scared, boy? You like scrap fucker? No, I'm not afraid to scrap. I'm afraid of killing somebody if I do scrap. No one needs jail time. Period. There's not a single thing in this world that could be like, you know what would make this better? Being in jail. People watching. That's about it. That's all I had. That's it. That's it. That's it. I have a pineapple cartridge. I'm changing my hair to this tomorrow. That's about it. I wanted to subvert the expectation that everybody that has colored hair is like, like a fucking, like, oh, typical lib. I want to subvert that expectation like crazy. Because it's like, yeah, no, see, I'm a liberal and shit, but I also have an attack baton and I'm not afraid to break your fucking kneecaps. That's the difference between me and the other colored haired people, is that I blow shit up because I'm not a fucking hippie. I use fireworks and fucking tasers because I'm not a fucking hippie. Let's rip some dabs, huh? Did a blinker. You see that there? Did a blinker. It was, wasn't it? I still have that thing. Hold on. It ain't going anywhere. People are like, oh, you fucking libtard? Alright. I'm a libtard? Cool, come on up, bro. Join the party. We'll have a good time. Fucking conservative fucknuts. I'm doing quite well. It's actually, believe it or not, the kitchen light makes it look like it's like gray or white, but it's actually a like smoke blue. But I'm turning it into this. Boopity boopity boop. They called it blue steel. That's so funny. They got it from Zoolander. That I'm like, dude, your company rules right off the bat. Like for having named your product that. I gotta go fucking put this back in. Hi, girls. Yeah. Not your typical lib. Anywho. A double blinker, huh? Well, this one only blinks like once, but like, let's see. Okay. Double. Yum, yum, yum. Yum-a-dum-dum in the rum-a-tum-tum. He's a frogman. He's a frogman. He joined the Navy SEALs in Vietnam before they were called that. Before they were that, they were frogmen. Yeah, don't tell me you don't know what I'm talking about. I was there. I was there. I don't live in the continental United States. I live in the Baja. I tried to take some of Minnesota down to the Baja. I call it Baja Soda. I'm doing a Jesse Ventura impression. Y'all are probably too young for that. And of course I can hold my breath for 9 minutes, so. Because I was one of the first Navy SEALs. I was wrestling I was wrestling Bob Backlund at the Centrum Center when Vince McMahon called me and told me that that Castro was on the phone and that we needed to talk a deal. Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna take it easy, guys. Have a fun night. I need to dye my hair tomorrow. Yeah. Clippy, in 10 days when I have my teeth, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be out of material by then. No, I'm not geeked, you dum-dum.